better health for everybody, every day. Transforming lives, 3 minutes at a time. Listen up. This is your daily health tip from The Good Company.
Hey everybody, welcome back to today's health tip. It's Melissa from The Good Company. All week talking about Lyme disease. If you have missed episodes, I remind you that you may go back to iTunes or Podbean and search back episodes so you can be informed. Part of this whole mess with Lyme disease is, number one, it's tricky to diagnose. Number two, it's really tricky to treat. But number three, people go for years undiagnosed because they have weird symptoms that no one can qualify or really quantify. So, if you've been bitten by a tick and you need a Lyme test, what do we do? Number one, your regular doctor is probably going to recommend a test through a company like LabCorp or Quest. That's a basic yes or no Lyme test. It's shown to be very inaccurate. I had 3, all negative, suffered for years before I got tested at a lab called IGENEX out of California. That's IGENEX.com. There's MD Lab in New Jersey. There's Stony Brook Medicine in New York State. I will leave links to all of those labs. What is recommended, guys, is you educate yourself. I talked on Monday about the book, Why Can't I Get Better by Dr. Richard Horowitz. If you suspect you have Lyme, if you've had lingering symptoms, strings of headaches, maybe even migraines, digestive complaints, neuropathy and numbness, really can take almost anything. I have a friend who was diagnosed with Lyme after sinking into a deep depression suddenly. It was because Lyme had attacked her brain. So if you've been having problems and you feel like you need a Lyme test, advocate for yourself. Go to one of the websites that I'm going to put in the show notes. Print out the test requisition form. If you don't know where to start, go with IGENEX. That's who diagnosed me. You can print out their text requisition form. You want to ask your doctor for test 188 and 189. That's a Lyme Western blot, IgM and IgG test. That'll run $250. Insurance might cover it if you submit it. However, this is a great place to get tested if you want to be sure. So once you have been tested for Lyme disease, tomorrow I'm going to talk about how to find a doctor that's Lyme literate. A lot of times our doctors don't understand that the LabCorp and Quest tests are not accurate. They don't understand that Lyme can look like anything from joint pain to flu symptoms to headaches to neuropathies, that they can mimic a lot of other diseases. You want to find a doctor who's been trained, a doctor who specializes in Lyme, and also the co-infections. So that's a great place to start. Again, I recommend, I said this before, if you come back with a positive Lyme test, guys, I highly recommend you get tested for all the co-infections because they're showing that 60% of patients are infected not only with the Borrelia burgdorferi bacteria, which is what we call Lyme disease, but also one of the co-infections. So, get yourself tested at the right lab. It's the start of getting a diagnosis and treatment and getting well. More tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.